California Governor Gavin Newsom challenges Florida Governor Ron DeSantis to debate. This is a CBS story. On Friday, Newsom tweeted, if you want to put it up and zoom in a little bit, Tyler, so we can see this. Hey, Ron DeSantis, clearly you're struggling, distracted, and busy playing politics with people's lives since you have an only overriding need, attention. Let's take this up and debate. I'll bring my hair gel and you bring your hairspray. Name the time before Election Day. And he tags CNN, right? So he puts this tweet, and then on Thursday, Newsom called for an investigation into Republican governors sending busloads of migrants of Democratic states to protest the Biden administration immigration policies. In a tweet, Newsom specifically called out DeSantis and Texas Governor Abbott over their cruel policy of busing migrants out of their states to cities with Democratic mayors as part of a political strategy. Do you have DeSantis' response? Did you find that one or no? So when you saw this, what was your first reaction when you saw Newsom say this, Adam?
Well, I think this is a tale of two cities, basically. Best at times, worst at times. I mean, this has been kind of coming this way for a while, where basically you have the free state of Florida and the lockdown state of California, and you have the two figureheads, whether you like them or not. These are basically, the Gen X version of the current presidency right now. Biden and Trump in their 70s. Biden's about to be 80. Here are two guys in their, DeSantis is 44 at the oldest? How old is Newsom? He's late 40s?
Yeah.
I think this is on the upswing, and I think basically we've seen a lot of recruiting. I think, didn't DeSantis put up a massive outdoor billboard basically calling out DeSantis? We have two governors calling each other out.
Right.
And it remains to be seen. I'd love to see this debate. I think the whole world would want to see this debate.
This is a presidential debate, if you ask me. But go ahead.
Newsom is an opportunist. And I mean,
just like Beto O'Rourke.
I just like when the gun violence down in Texas, he took advantage of that because he's running for governor.
Yeah.
He has presidential dreams, and he's an opportunist, and I mean that in the most negative connotation ever. He doesn't give a shit about any of this stuff. He just wants to become president. So keep talking, I'm choking.
This is the beauty of having a twin brother that looks just like you and have the exact same opinions. You could be choking, and your brother just picks up the ball and goes with it. Go.
And he's spending a lot of money that was donated to him, right, for these billboards? Because he doesn't have to worry about spending money in California, because that's just, majority of that, even though that whole state is red for the most part, it's San Francisco, L.A., make that whole state blue. He doesn't have to worry about, losing seats to to Republicans, because that state is just blue from those two major cities.
Why do you think DeSantis keeps getting elected even during the recall? I mean, he was the mayor of San Francisco. That place has turned into an absolute shithole.
Right.
Okay. Then he becomes governor of California. We've seen what's going on. I think, they have the first year ever, Pat, correct me if I'm wrong, they had a net loss in immigration. People that moving the fuck out of California.
Yeah.
He has the recall. He beats Larry Handler easily.
I don't understand
how do they keep voting for this guy?
How these election results come in. It's just weird. It's like, how do Democrats have that much power in one state?
Well, I mean, it's the most liberal state in the country. I'm not shocked.
I'm not convinced that it is, though, because when we do comedy shows out there, people turn out there as if I'm in Florida.
Really?
Yes.
How recent?
We have, we was up in
I forget that city.
Bakersfield and the other.
Well, the these are conservative cities within a liberal state.
Brea, California. Like whenever we go anywhere in California, it sells out. I mean, fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, what's the population? I think there's 40 million people in California. I mean, there's going to be, if 1/3 of California is Republican,
so
you still got 15 million people that
here's my thoughts on the Newsom
go for it.
DeSantis debate. Okay, so for me, I could care less about being at a CNN format. Newsom, here's my suggestion to you. Choose a podcast format, go for 3 hours, okay? And do it this way. You come to us, okay?
There you go.
We will guarantee 3 hours. We'll guarantee minimum $1 million to both just to participate to your campaign. We'll do a super chat. People will be able to call in, all that other stuff. But it shouldn't be 2 minutes. Oh, stop. No, okay. No, none of that stuff.
Yeah.
I want to see if Newsom can talk for 10 minutes with an answer, and I want to see if DeSantis can give a long answer. So what do you think about the issues that we're facing? And Let it be a different kind of a format. You'll get the money's worth. I wouldn't go to CNN. I wouldn't go to Fox. I would go to a podcast. Pick and choose a 3-hour podcast. A lot of people do it. Just last week, we broke the record for the longest podcast to go, whatever it was for the week. We got 5.5 million views on
we crossed
a
5 million,
5-hour podcast. Got 200 million minutes watched on this one podcast that we got last week that went out on Tuesday or Monday. I don't know what it was.
Tuesday, correct.
Right after show. I'd love to. If it's not us, choose somebody else. Okay, pick somebody else, but have the sit down, because if you guys are gonna do the traditional way, I have zero interest in watching it. I would love to see a bigger move in campaigns going. Like, I'd love to see those guys sitting down with a Rogan, okay, sitting down over here, sitting down in a place where it's 3 hours, a good moderator, ask, challenge each other, and let's see what it's going to look like.
Yeah, any other format is just disingenuous. It's not enough time.
It's fake.
You're not giving. It's totally fake.
Yeah.
It's rigged.
How can you have somebody, you having an open conversation with somebody, but they're on your side and they're just throwing you softball questions the whole time?
Yeah.
It's just because I don't trust anything for the most part on TV, because you have to double check everything you heard.
Yeah.
And by the way, the cool thing about this kind of a format is, if you tell a lie, the audience in the chat box, they're going to go off the live chat.
Right.
So versus when they're doing it there's not, everybody has to, but everyone's like, oh my God, did you hear what they said? It's a very different format that a lot of these guys fear. They're not comfortable doing that.
Yeah,
they would much rather be in a controlled environment where they get to control the question.
They come on a podcast, it's like a brawl.
Yeah,
but that's what America deserves.
This is what
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.